Have you ever just stopped and wondered what is really going on when you talk to an AI chatbot? You type something in, and a perfect answer comes back. It really can feel like magic. Well, today, we're going to pull back that curtain. We're going to look under the hood at the engine that makes the whole thing tick.
So it all kicks off with something super simple, right? A totally normal request that you or I would make. You type it out, you hit send, and then, almost instantly,
Bam, you get this. It's a perfect, helpful response. It understood what you wanted, it actually did something, and then it told you it was done. It all feels so seamless, almost like it's a person on the other end, thinking.
and that's the big question, isn't it? How did it get from your words to a finished task? What's the secret sauce? Well, that is exactly what we are going to break down piece by piece.
Okay, let's dive right in. To really get how this chatbot works, we've got to look at the building blocks. The actual technology that powers this whole operation.
So when you look under the hood, this thing isn't built on some crazy experimental tech. It's actually a really smart combination of modern, powerful tools. A nice, clean user interface, a super fast backend running on Python, the AI smarts from OpenAI, and a really flexible cloud-based database. The thing is, these parts don't work alone. They're all connected, kind of like a seamless assembly line for your request. So let's follow a single message as it travels through the system, starting with the brains of the whole outfit. First up, let's talk about that brain, the AI agent. Now, here's the crucial part. The AI doesn't just know how to do things out of the box. It's given a very specific set of abilities, almost like a superhero's limited set of powers. And these abilities, they're called tools, and they're kept in a toolkit. The best way to think about it is this. The AI agent is like a brilliant project manager. It doesn't do the heavy lifting itself. Its main job is to understand what you want and then delegate that task to the right specialist, the right tool to actually get it done. And this is the absolute key. For our little to-do list chatbot, the AI's entire world of possible actions is defined by just these 5 tools. It can add, list, complete, delete, or update a task. That's it. Its whole purpose in life is to translate your everyday language into one of these 5 precise commands. And here's what that looks like in the real world. You say something like, "Show me all my tasks." The AI agent looks at that sentence and basically thinks, aha, they want to see their list. I know what to do. I need to grab the list tasks tool. But let's take it a step further. What if you say, mark task 3 as complete? Now the agent is smart enough to not only pick the right tool, complete task, but to also pull out that specific detail, the number 3. It then passes that detail along as an instruction. And that is the moment it starts to feel like actual intelligence, like real magic.
Okay, so now we know what the AI does, but how does the system handle thousands or even millions of these requests all at once without breaking a sweat? Well, the secret lies in a surprisingly simple, kind of counterintuitive idea about memory. It's the key to making this whole thing scale. This, right here, this is the golden rule of the whole system. The server, the part that actually gets your message, is designed to have total amnesia. It intentionally forgets everything about you and your conversation the second it sends a reply. So, what does stateless really mean? Well, think of it like this. A stateful server is like a personal assistant who remembers what you were just talking about 5 minutes ago. But a stateless server? That's more like a call center agent who has to pull up your entire case file and read it from scratch every single time you call. It knows nothing until it looks up your history. So you might be thinking, why on earth would you want a server with amnesia? Because it makes the system incredibly robust and scalable. Since any server can handle your request just by looking up the history, you can add more and more servers to handle more traffic. And if one of them crashes, no big deal. Your conversation is safe in the database, and another server just picks up right where the last one left off. All right, time to put all the pieces together. Let's trace one single message through this entire system, from the moment you hit send to the exact moment you get that satisfying reply. Okay, here we go. Your message comes in. The very first thing the server does is run to the database and grab your entire conversation history. It bundles that history with your new message, sends the whole package to the AI agent, and the agent picks the right tool for the job. Once the tool does its thing and the AI figures out a response, both your message and the AI's reply are saved back into the database. Only then is the response sent back to you. And look at that final step. The server immediately forgets everything, ready for the next person. The database is the memory, not the server. And what's really beautiful about this design is that all of this complexity, all these steps, they all happen through one single front door. You don't need a different place to add a task versus deleting one. You just talk, and the AI agent acts like an intelligent traffic cop, routing your request to exactly the right place.
So if you take away just one thing, it should be this. These modern AI chatbots aren't powered by some unknowable magic. At their core, they are incredibly powerful language translators. They turn our messy, human way of speaking into precise, actionable commands for a super scalable, forgetful server that relies on a database to be its long-term memory.
So there you have it. The AI chatbot isn't some mysterious black box after all. It's a really clever system of tools, memory, and logic all working together. And that just leaves one final thought I want to leave you with. Now that you know exactly how it's built, if you could give this agent one more tool for its toolkit, anything at all, maybe the power to send an email or schedule a meeting or even order a pizza, what new power would you give it? The possibilities are pretty amazing to think about.